Welcome to The Digital Shift. We are your hosts, Jessica Green
and Natasha Robertson. Together, we are here to help you build a tech-savvy empire and take your business to the next level.
If you're an entrepreneur, social marketer, or business owner, ready to scale smarter, not harder, this is the podcast for you.
Every week, we bring you expert insights, actionable strategies, and the latest trends to help you infuse tech into your business so you can automate, optimize, and grow.
From mastering automation and creating high-converting systems to building authentic customer connections, we cover everything you need to shift your business into higher gear.
So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and get ready to make your digital shift.
Let's do this. Welcome to episode 36 of The Digital Shift. I am Jessica Green, and in this episode today, I'm going to break down the bare minimum you need to launch your business online. So you're not drowning in tech anymore. You're not overthinking your strategy or wasting time on things that don't move the needle. Are you so tired of that? I have been where you might be at. So if you've ever stalled because you've ever thought like you needed more, this episode is going to give you permission to just simplify things and start. Failure to launch is actually a movie, but failure to launch is something that happens with people that want to take a dive into entrepreneurship, but they just don't know all the things that it's going to take, or they overthink it, or they just get stuck in this cycle. So you're going to walk away with a stripped down success checklist and a little list of what to skip and better understanding of like what we teach inside our Digital Shift Studio. P.S. We launched it. We want to help you grow fast and without the burnout. And whether you're just starting out or you're feeling stuck, this is your go ahead to get in motion with clarity and with some confidence. So today we're going to cover what your business actually needs to launch. Forget all the rest for now. What you can skip that might be stalling your progress, and some warning signs you're overcomplicating everything. I've only literally speaking about this from experience, okay? So just know that if I'm talking about it, I probably did it. I probably failed at it. And so that's why I can tell you what not to do or what not to let get in your way and what not to overcomplicate. I am still a recovering overcomplicator, an overthinker, okay? If you're with me, say, I'm with you. We're going to talk a little bit about how the Digital Shift Studio can walk you through your first 8 weeks to get you launched on something simple, and then some actionable steps so that you can make progress. Not next week, not next month, this week, today, you can get it going. All right. So if you are feeling stuck or scattered, the Digital Shift Studio is going to give you a step-by-step training, done for you tools, and help you go from where do I even start to my system is working on autopilot. We definitely want to help you with that and have you come check it out. But let's dig in. Let's dig into this episode. Let's dig in and help you overcome some things. So a little bit of who's this for? Because maybe not every episode that we air is for every single person. And so we like to kind of call it out and tell you this is for people who want to be coaches and or maybe already are coaches, but they seem to have this really tough time. They're making it harder than it needs to be to launch a program. This could be for consultants and social sellers in the earlier stages, creators or affiliates that are launching their first funnel or want to launch their first program. Maybe you're a burnt out marketer online and you're trying to restart from somewhere simpler. I've been there too. And anyone that's just overwhelmed by tech tools or too much information, because man, it is information overload out there, isn't it? Like every morning I wake up and I'm like, I have this great plan of getting all these things done. And then I have this whole to-do list and there's all these things I could do, but it doesn't mean I should be doing all of them. So I want to tell you about my friend Jill. She's a client. She spent a good year trying to get her business launched, hopping between Canva templates, Kajabi, Kartra, building an entire course, all these tech applications. But guess what? She never actually made her offer public. No emails, no lead magnet, no follow-up, just a beautiful kind of like mess behind the scenes of putting all the pieces together. Now, a year later, and we've put those pieces together, she's been able to launch and it's amazing. but it took a lot of time just kind of like messing around and getting stuff done behind the scenes that probably didn't need to, and then overthinking and rethinking and overthinking and rethinking, which then just stalls you out, and it creates this failure to launch. I need to interview Jill really soon, just so you can hear her whole story from her, and maybe that will help you get things together a little bit quicker. Maybe use this like fast launch checklist and have your things up and running in no time flat. So here's what I call the essentials, the launch essentials, the little checklist that you will need so that you can launch something quickly. So, number one is a clear offer. Just one thing, a freebie, a low ticket offer, a service, or a booking link. Just one clear offer of something. I don't even want to give you any ideas because everyone's business, service, opportunity is a little bit different that listens to this podcast. So, just focus on one thing. I actually heard this great piece of advice from someone I follow on social media. I think it was Maria Went. And she said she had a mentor that told her, in order to reach $1 million in sales, something along these lines. Don't exactly quote me, but it was along these lines. And it was really interesting. And I went right to my business partner, Natasha, you all know. And I was like, whoa, one thing. Do you think we could go back and do this? And it's a little bit too late for us, but maybe it's just on time for you. So it was like, her mentors told her to concentrate on one thing, one offer, one clear offer that solved one problem for one avatar or one niche on one platform, and do it for 1 year. I was like, whoa, could we go back and do that? We've got too much out there now. I don't think that we can. However, it might be really great advice for you. So I'm passing that little golden nugget along. So a clear offer, just one thing that you're going to offer to one person, one niche, one avatar that solves one problem on one platform. So one clear offer. And then a way to collect leads. You need a lead form, a DM trigger word, or a comment keyword. If you're not going to use automation, I highly recommend the automation game. It will save you lots of time and put your business on autopilot. So just a simple opt-in. It can just be as easy as a form that they can fill out with name, phone number, and email. Don't overcomplicate it. Inside of the Self-Made Hub, you can do unlimited forms. You can do simple opt-in forms. And when you enroll, you get our templates of like a bunch of different simple forms like VIP list and sample and giveaway and VIP list. I said all kinds of things. Okay. They're all very simple. They're already done for you. So a lead form, just a simple lead form, and a keyword that you want people to comment so that it can kick off that automation, or a keyword they can comment so you know that you can go back and reply to them manually, which, like I said, I don't highly recommend the automated way. That's why we're here. And then a place to follow up automatically. This is where sales are going to happen. So think like 3 to 5 emails and text and or DMs. I say put them all three together. Come in with Natasha's conversion impact system. It hits them in all places. 14-point 14-point conversion system, and then nurture and guides them to a decision or a purchase. Okay. Then a simple funnel, a one-path journey, opt-in, thank you, automated follow-up, and a simple way to convert. DM reply, calendar booking, and or order form, no friction, just clarity. Okay, so let's revisit just for a second. One clear offer, a way to collect leads, a keyword to trigger or to comment, a place to follow up automatically, email, text, DM. You can do all of that manually if you want to. Highly don't recommend. And then just figure out what your simple funnel is. It's a one-path journey. Opt-in, thank you page, automated follow-up. You got to deliver what you're promising, right? So we got to have a way to do that. And then a way to convert. DM reply, calendar booking, so that they can book an appointment with you, or an order form, or a link to order from. No friction, just clarity. Okay. Here's a couple things that you can skip for now. And some of these things are what Jill thought she needed to actually launch. And you don't actually need all these things. And so and listen, we design websites all the time for our clients, and we teach that and how to build them in our accelerator program. And our platform, you can have unlimited websites on, but it doesn't mean that that's where you need to start. We don't want it to slow you down. So a full 6-page website with tabs and buttons and all the things, you don't need to have that to launch something. We need to get you selling. We need to get you creating and monetizing on your craft, your specialty, your product, your service, your offering, that one clear offer, remember? So you don't need a full website with 6 tabs for one clear offer. And then a 12 module course with video edits. You do not need that to launch. You've got to start growing a list, my friend. So in order to grow that list, you need a freebie, you need opt-in, and you need a list, right? You got to grow that list. That 12 module course, you're going to take a long time to build that. Unless you can do, there's one thing I did that I will say right in the beginning of launching the Self-Made Hub, the platform, I created a 12-week course, but I built it as I went. I had the outline, the structure. I could tell everybody what I was going to teach them, and I was pulling from all of my experience and what I wanted to teach, but I built it as I went. So I built a week, launched it, taught it, masterminded, had them go do the work. While they were doing the work, I was building lesson number 2. Okay. And I did that for 12 weeks, and then my whole thing was built. But unless you can do something like that, don't spend 12 weeks building out this 12-week course when you could be monetizing on something of less, a smaller part of your offer, and building your list at the same time. It at least gets you going. You also don't need a designer created brand kit with logos and colors and fonts and all the things. Do we teach you how to do that? Yes. Could you do a little bit of it? If you can make it short and sweet, yes. But you don't need to go out and full on have all that before you can launch something. Let's just get it launched. And then you don't need to have scheduled content for 30 days. Is it nice to have? Yes, but it's stuff you can do later. We just need to get your one thing launched. We need to start growing that list and monetizing on it. So here's some of the things that we ditched was like, if we're just a solopreneur and we're just trying to get our list going and we're just trying to get something launched, we ditched some of the paid branding packages, paid ads before testing the offer. Don't even get into paid ads yet. A community before you even have any leads or anybody to put in the community doesn't necessary, unless you're building a free community, which you're going to nurture prospects in to bring them into your offer. But you don't have to have all these things just to get started. And you don't have to have a whole offer stack or whole offer suite. I would say we teach in the beginning of our accelerator program and some of like in our digital shift, I'm going to get into that in just a second. Like we teach a little bit of stuff. This 8 weeks in the beginning of the digital shift, they're little mini micro lessons that will get you 8 weeks to your launch, and you're going to do it and launch it. Like you're going to do each thing, and they're quick lessons, and you're going to go through it, and you're just going to get it together. You don't need to have your entire offer stack built. What I would say is outline it, because I always tell people to begin with the end in mind so that you know where you're headed and that your stack stacks up to the end result that you want. We stripped it all down inside the hub, and Jill was able to get her stuff launched in just a couple of weeks, and it started making sales. So I would say simplify things, get something small launched. You can always build on top of that. You don't need to have this big, huge thing before you can launch your business. And that's where a lot of entrepreneurs end up getting stuck. And then they get stuck, they get frustrated, they don't get results, they get frustrated, and they actually just quit on their dream and quit on their idea, which is not where we want you. So part of the reason why we created the Digital Shift Studio is because everybody that we're surrounding ourselves with the digital shift, we've been talking about tech and the platform, and we have the hub, which is amazing because you can build all these things. But we found as entrepreneurs, we're just kind of getting stuck in the muck with the tech, which we can help with all that. And we want to help with all that. That's our baby. That's like the one thing that we really love teaching people is how to infuse tech to scale their business. But if you don't have the basics done first, then you're going to be learning tech with nothing to launch. And that's where we found half of our clients. So we had like 50% of our clients were totally ready for the hub. They had all their stuff together. They wanted to get going. And then 50% of our clients kind of like, I just want to be an entrepreneur. I want to launch something. I'm just not even sure where to start. So we decided to create this Digital Shift Studio, which our members, our hub members, already get access to it. It's just part of their membership. So they can come in there and learn new things like how to use CapCut to create AI images, or how to use Canva to bulk create content. And then we do workshops in there once a month. Like there's so much value in there. And our hub members already get access to that. And it's a whole community of people who are building stuff just like you. But we also wanted to launch it to the public for people who weren't maybe necessarily ready to jump on the platform. And so you can get started in there for just a tiny amount. It's $27 to start, $37 a month if you stay on the subscription of it. And you have access to all of this and more. And then when you're ready to upgrade to the platform, you can, and you just get it included, right? So here's what I want to tell you. To simplify things, we break it down into 8 weeks when you first get started, and they're just little mini micro lessons, and each of them have a workbook to get you like through exactly what you need to do. So week 1, you define your brand and your audience. In week 2, you create clear one magnetic offer. In week 3, you build your first lead magnet In week 4, you map your mini funnel and follow up. In week 5, you outline your paid offer stack. In week 6, you choose your traffic strategy. Week 7, you plan your content that converts. In week 8, your 90-day launch plan. Okay. So, amazing. You'll get it all done in 8 weeks and you're launched. 60 days, you've launched your business, you've launched your offer, and you have the things and you're building your list. So it's not just training, it's done with you. It's a roadmap. It's a plug and play. We do Q&A live sessions with Natasha and I, if you're a part of that community, and on and on. So I can't even tell you, it is so worth it if you're looking at launching something. And you can come in for a month and see if it's for you. And then if you don't want to be on the subscription, you don't have to. So here's some signs that you're overcomplicating it. And here, Jill realized she was building a business for herself and not necessarily her audience. And when she focused on solving a real problem for a real person, everything changed for her. So here's some signs that you might be overcomplicating it. And this is how you know if you're spiraling in the wrong direction. You're organizing folders instead of sending emails. You're making the plan, but you're not actually executing it. You're going to ChatGPT and you're creating all these cool things, but then you're never executing on it to launch it to anyone. You can't explain your offer in one sentence. If you cannot explain what you offer in one sentence, you're definitely overcomplicating it. And maybe you've created 3 freebies, but never promoted any of them. Listen, I've been there. I've done it. I love creating stuff in Canva and I love ChatGPT and I could create until the cows come home, but it doesn't mean anything unless I go out there and get it everywhere, all over social media, create paid ads, start building a list, having opt-ins, right? So don't keep just going and creating freebies and not promoting any of them. Another sign that you're overcomplicating it is you're stuck in learning instead of building, constantly taking course, subscribing to this person's program and that person's program and joining this mastermind and that one and going to this conference and that one. 8 weeks, we can get you up and running. You don't need a ton of courses and all the things. That's why it's literally $27 to get in. You can consume it all in 30 days and quit us if you wanted to. That's how confident we are that you're going to get what you need and you're going to stick with us. And we're going to keep teaching you things because I don't really care if you come in for $27, learn all we have to show you, and then you quit us, because that means you're probably going to quit on yourself anyways, and you probably won't stick around. You're not going to get anything launched. You're going to stick around because you're going to launch something and you want to keep learning from us. You're going to end up wanting to be on our platform so that you can have everything all in one place and your business can run on autopilot. But I am super confident in what we teach people. They're going to come in and absolutely love what we have inside the Digital Shift Studio and then level up into the platform so you can build everything else out. Another way you know that you're overcomplicating it is if you have 5 platforms and no traffic. 5 open platforms, no traffic. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, all the things, and you have no traffic. Here's another one. You have 7 different apps that you use to build all your things: email campaigns, MailChimp, all the things, Constant Contact, Flowdesk, and ManyChat, and a website builder, and all of those things, Kajabi for courses, and Kartra, and all the things, and you aren't building any revenue. Then you know you're overcomplicating it. And then another kind of one is you've never followed up with a lead more than 3 times. You've got to follow up 5 to 12 times. I say 8 to 15, actually. We live in a microwave society and people are getting thrown offers all day long. And so you got to have that much follow-up. And in order to do that much follow-up, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to break it to you. You've got to have it on autopilot. Not having that on autopilot is absolutely going to kill you. It's going to kill your time. It's going to frustrate you and you're going to get stuck because you're not going to have the leads getting followed up with as many times as they need to actually convert into a paying customer. And if you don't get any paying customers, you're going to end up quitting on yourself. So automation is the answer to everything around here. Let me give you some actionable steps you can do right now. Okay. I'm going to simplify this for you. Here is your 3-part checklist for this week. And I think we've made it super simple. Okay. I want you to pick one offer to promote, whether it's a freebie, a call, a webinar, a product, just one. I want you to share it every single day for the next 7 days. I'm going to do this with you. I am promoting our accelerator right now. Our doors are opening and they're going to be only open for just a short few days. And then they're going to close up again. For the next 7 days, I am promoting just our accelerator. That's it. All in my stories, in my feed, all the reasons why. Everything is all accelerator for the next 7 days. That's all I'm going to promote. Okay. Deal. That's what I'm going to promote. What are you going to promote? Then I want you, number 2, to set up one lead collection path. Use a keyword, DM, trigger. Or if you're not on a platform yet that can do that, namely the Self-Made Hub, my shameless plug, you can just choose a keyword and they can comment and you can manually follow up. You'll get tired of that manual game and you'll want automation. So I'm confident by telling you that you can do it either way. One simple opt-in or link in your bio and send everybody to that. Although I prefer the keywords. I don't like sending people to links and bios. They tend to scatter and get lost. It's nice to have a link in the bio. I highly recommend everybody having a link in the bio. If you need to know more about that, there's an episode a few back that talks all about links and bios and why to have them and what to have on them. 1 lead collection path. And then number 3, create a follow-up flow. Write 3 emails or texts or DMs, thank them, share value, invite to the next step. Okay. Thank them, share value, invite them to the next step. You can do this manually because you can send out manual emails. You can send out manual text. You can send out manual DMs. I don't know why you would, but to begin with, that's okay. And then, if you're a studio member, we have some of that copy ready and waiting for you. Natasha has built some things, so you'll want to get in there and check that out. But so let's go back through the 3 actionable steps. Pick one offer to promote, set up one lead collection path, and create a follow-up flow so that you can convert those people. Okay. And we're having people have the biggest breakthroughs just week 1 in the studio and going through some of this framework. We're helping people define their brand, their offer, their audience, and their lead magnet. And they're like, whoo, okay, I've got something here. Now I can start collecting people and sell my service to them. So listen, you do not need all the things at once. You need the right next thing. Then you can stack from there. You don't need it all at one time. Okay. I can't wait for you to get some of this stuff in action. So I definitely want you to, put together those 3 actionable steps and start sharing with us, start showing us what you're doing. And I'd love to invite you. We have a couple of things, and I always say this too. Don't give 2 calls to action, but I'm going to break my own rules on this one thing. Because here's 2 different paths. If you already have a platform to build on, or if you're already on the Self-Made Hub, get into the Digital Shift Studio and start that 8 weeks of learning, because we're going to help you launch something really quick. If you don't have access to the Digital Shift Studio and you're not necessarily ready for the platform yet, you can go to our Self-Made website, and up on the tab is a tab to get to the Digital Shift Studio, so you can sign up for it. Your first month's is only $27. And then after that, if you want to be on the subscription, you can enable the subscription. We don't like getting people stuck in that if they don't want to be. So we just want you to come in and check it out. And so you can do that. And I'll also drop those links in this episode below. And if you're like, I already have my offer, I already know some of the things, I want the studio and I want the platform so I can simplify and build everything in one place, you can check out our free access. I'll put that link below too, and you can get your 14 days of free access on the Self-Made Hub. We would love to have you. And listen, I want you to tune in next week, because the episode next week is going to be before you launch anything, build this first. Okay. It's going to be all about launching offer that actually sells. And we're going to break down the one framework that sets you up to win before the funnel ever goes live. So don't miss it. Tune into the next episode. And I cannot wait to see you on the inside of the Self-Made Hub. Thanks for tuning in to The Digital Shift. We hope today's episode gave you the tools and inspiration to take your business to the next level.
Don't forget, we have something for everyone to help you scale smarter. Whether you're just getting started or ready to go all in, we've got you covered.
Start with 14 days of free access to the Self-Made Hub, our all-in-one platform to automate, optimize, and grow your business.
Looking for more? Check out our Self-Made membership, where you can work at your own pace with help from your tech-savvy mentors.
Or take it to the next level with our 10-week accelerator program, perfect for those ready to scale with expert guidance and systems all in one place.
And if you're looking for done-for-you options, from custom funnel builds to fully done-for-you marketing systems customized just for your business,
visit us at self-made.biz to explore all of our programs and tools and find the perfect fit for your business needs.
Let's make your digital shift a reality. See you next time.